Hello everyone, I am Kiran Joshi. Hope you all are doing good. Welcome to Class 6 Geography, Chapter 1 The Earth in the Solar System. We all enjoy looking at the night sky filled with numerous tiny shining objects. We also get fascinated by the moon that appears in the sky in different shapes and at different times and positions. Sometimes we see the full moon. We call such a night full moon night or Purnima. Sometimes crescent or gibbous moon. Sometimes we cannot see the moon at all. Such a night is known as a new moon night or Amavasya. Have you ever noticed, children, that the moon and the other shining objects are not visible during the day, though they are there in the sky? They are not visible because during the day the sunlight is very bright. In other words, we can say that due to the sunlight, the sky is brighter than the moon and the other shining objects of the night sky. Dear children, the sun, the moon, and the other objects shining in the night sky are called celestial bodies or heavenly bodies. Now, some celestial bodies are very large and hot. These celestial bodies are made up of gases. These celestial bodies release large amount of heat and light. Such celestial bodies are called stars. The sun is also a star. The other stars in the sky are similar to the sun, but they do not appear as hot and bright as the sun. It is because, children, that they are very far away from us. Different groups of stars form several patterns also, which are called constellation. Now look at the image here. It is very famous constellation named as Ursa Major. It is also called Big Bear. Many of you may have seen Saptarishi constellation, which is a part of Ursa Major. Children, Saptarishi constellation is a group of 7 stars. Its literal meaning is Sapta means 7 and Rishi means sages. That means 7 sages. Now look at this figure. You can see that an imaginary line which is drawn joining the pointer stars of the Saptarishi and then extended further points a bright star called pole star. It is also called the North Star because it points the north direction. You know, children, that in ancient times during their travel, people used to find direction with the help of stars, especially the pole star or the North Star. Children, as I said, stars are the celestial bodies that have their own heat and light, but not all celestial bodies have this feature. They illuminate or shine by the light of the stars. Such celestial bodies are the planets. The word planet is derived from the Greek word planetai, which means wanderers. Our Earth is also a planet that gets heat and light from its nearest star, the sun. Let me tell you one very interesting thing in this regard. Children, as the moon appears shining, similarly, if we look at the earth from the moon, it will appear shining with the light of the sun. The moon is Earth's satellite. It moves around our earth. As our earth gets heat and light from the sun, similarly, there are 7 more planets and some have their moons also. Children, the sun, 8 planets, their satellites, and some other celestial bodies like asteroids and meteoroids together make the solar system. Solar means related to the sun. Therefore, the solar system is also called solar family, where the sun is the head of the family. The sun is in the center of the solar system. It is very big. It is made up of hot gases. The pulling force of the sun binds the solar system. We have already learnt that the sun provides heat and light to the solar system and that the sun is extremely hot. Still, we don't feel the extreme heat. Why? Because of its distance from the earth. You know, children, despite of being the nearest star of the earth, the sun is about 150 million kilometers away from us. The solar system has 8 planets. They are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune in order of their distance from the Sun. That means Mercury is the nearest planet to the Sun and Neptune is the farthest planet from the Sun. If you have difficulty to learn the names of the planets in their order or in their distance from the sun, here is an easy and interesting way. Just memorize this sentence. My very efficient mother just served us nuts. These planets move around the sun in fixed and elongated path. Fixed means that their paths are certain and unchangeable, and elongated means extended or lengthy. These paths are termed as orbits. Mercury, which is the nearest planet to the sun, moves in its orbit and completes one round around the sun in about 88 days. The second nearest planet to the sun is Venus, which is quite similar to the Earth in its size and shape, and therefore it is also called Earth's twin planet. Do you know, children, that till August 2006 the solar system had 9 planets, where ninth planet was Pluto. Then the International Astronomical Union in a meeting decided that Pluto to be called or considered as dwarf planet. Our Earth is the third nearest planet to the sun and the fifth largest planet of the solar system. The Earth is not a sphere, as it is slightly flattened at the north and the south poles. Therefore, the Earth's shape is described as a geoid, meaning an Earth-like shape. Children, the Earth is a unique planet because so far our Earth is the only planet where life has been found. It is due to the favorable conditions that facilitate life on the Earth. For example, the Earth is at optimum distance from the Sun. Therefore, it is neither too hot nor too cold. Then, the adequate availability of water and air with life supporting gases like oxygen makes life possible here. You know, children, about 2/3 of the earth is covered by water and therefore it is also known as the blue planet. Children, as the planets revolve around the sun, some celestial objects revolve around some planets. These are called natural satellites of those planets, or they are called moons of the planets. All the planets except Mercury and Venus have moons. Our Earth has only one natural satellite or moon. It shines as it reflects the light of the sun. If we talk about the size of the moon, its diameter is only about 1/4 of the Earth. However, it looks big because in comparison to the other celestial bodies, it is nearer to the Earth. The distance of the moon from the Earth is about 3,84,400 kilometers. Dear children, the moon takes 27 days and 8 hours to complete one revolution around the Earth. Interesting thing is that the time taken for the moon to complete one spin or to rotate is also the same. That means 27 days, 8 hours. Therefore, we always see the same side of the moon. The essential things for life, that is air or water, are not present on the moon. Thus, it does not provide favorable conditions for life. The moon has mountains, plains and depressions that makes its surface uneven, rough, rocky. These cast shadows on the moon's surface, which are clearly visible on the full moon night. Children, we learnt that the sun, planets, their satellites, and some other celestial bodies together form the solar system. And we have already learnt about the sun, the planet Earth, and its satellite moon. Now let's talk about other celestial bodies, asteroids and meteoroids. Children, asteroids are the tiny celestial bodies that revolve around the sun between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. You can see it here in the image. Many scientists think or believe that these asteroids are part of a planet or planets which exploded millions of years ago. Some scientists also believe that these asteroids are matter which was left over after the planets were formed. Therefore, asteroids are also called planetoids. Now the meteoroids. Children, meteoroids are the small pieces of rocks which move at a great speed around the sun. Sometimes these rock masses, means meteoroids, come near the earth, and due to earth's gravity, they are pulled in. Now, when these meteoroids enter the Earth's surface, at Earth's atmosphere, because of the friction, they get heated up and start burning. These burning meteoroids produce a flash of light. We often call them as shooting stars or meteors. Sometimes these meteors are partly burnt, and when such partly burnt meteors fall on the surface of the earth, they create huge hollows, dents, or craters. Such rock fragments are called meteorites. Now look at this image in front of you. As you can see here, it looks like a whitish band. This is the image of Milky Way galaxy, also known as Akash Ganga in Hindi. It is called so because in ancient India it was imagined to be a river of light flowing in the sky. Our solar system is a part of Milky Way galaxy. Children, now an obvious question that arises is, what is a galaxy? So, dear children, a galaxy is a large, very large group or cluster of stars, clouds of dust, gases, and other matter that are bound together by a force called gravity. You know, children, that there are hundreds of billions of galaxies, and it is believed that more and more galaxies are getting formed every moment. All these galaxies make the universe. So, children, we can't even imagine how big the universe is. Scientists are trying to discover more and more about it. Now, that's all for the chapter. So, let's try to get the answer or find out the answers of these questions. So, the first question is, what is the pole star? How can the Saptarishi be used to locate it? Second question is, write a short note on the two planets nearest to the sun. Third question is, how does Earth support life? And fourth question is, write short notes on the following. A. The sun. B. The moon. C. Galaxy. If you like this video helpful and you found it interesting also, do consider subscribing to the channel, and if you have any queries, any comments, then please comment in the comment section below. Thank you.